Good afternoon, New York State PTA. I am so excited to be here with you, our Executive Director, Kyle Bellikapitsky, on behalf of our President, Helen Hoffman, with our fantastic partner, Mirko and Christina. I know you've met them before at our events and online and everywhere from ICAS. We're excited to be here to talk to you about a critical issue that is facing many of our school buildings, many of our school districts, vaping, and what we can do as PTA to try to help our school buildings, help our school districts. And for you educators and principals and school leaders out there and teachers and our fantastic related professionals, what we can do in our school building to help this vaping epidemic. Mirko, Christina, Ariel, thanks for being here with us today.
It's a pleasure. Thank you, Kyle.
And Mirko, I'm going to toss things to you to talk about what we can do as PTA and educators in school buildings to try to kind of help combat this vaping epidemic. We know that, unfortunately, our children as young as late elementary and middle school have started to vape, sadly. Now, unfortunately, in New York, we've had a passage of legalization of marijuana. So now we see children in both vaping nicotine and flavored tobacco and, unfortunately, THC and marijuana. So what can we do? I'm so excited about this product and so excited to work together on this solution. Mirko?
Yeah, so first of all, hello everyone. I would like to thank the New York State PTA and for hosting the webinar. So a few words about ICAS. We specialize in IT infrastructure deployment and security solutions. This refers to installing cabling infrastructure that is capable of supporting hardware and software components within an organization's IT environment. We have been around for more than 40 years, and we will be privileged to serve many educational institutions across the country. And one of our goals is to support schools and parents in creating a safer learning environment for students. So we are all aware, as you were saying, of the serious public health crisis caused by teen vaping. And some kids even start vaping in elementary school. So that's really alarming. Schools have been trying to find solutions to this problem. And one effective way we can address the vaping epidemic is by using technology with educational practices. And as more schools are implementing student safety solutions, we are collaborating with a SOTA technology, health safety technology company, to provide FlySense vape detector to schools. So FlySense is an IoT device. Ariel will explain this much better than me, but IoT stands for Internet of Things. So it's a type of internet that say that it connects not only people, but also things. So things can interact, communicate, and talk to each other, usually through sensors, also known as detectors. For instance, the smart thermostat that we use that can be controlled remotely using a mobile app, and you can adjust the temperature and so on. So this is the introduction, and maybe Christina, I think you can show some data from that we gathered.
Yes, so a lot of research, as we know, across the nation, it's been conducted over the past few years since the popularity of vaping among our youth has basically skyrocketed. There are a lot of alarming statistics. The CDC and the FDA come out basically yearly with different reports and different surveys. So I'm just going to go through a few key stats now. So starting with the main one, approximately 2.5 million high school and middle school students use e-cigarettes, which is about 14.1% of high school and 3.3% of middle schoolers throughout the country, which is extremely alarming at this rate. And then the National Youth Tobacco Survey also shows that flavored e-cigarettes, which are from popular brands like Juul and other ones like that, they're the most common choices of the vaping community for middle and high schoolers, and that comes in at about 85% that prefer it. So, you youth vaping is done a lot in schools. Kids spend most of their day in school, so it's mostly done in the bathrooms and locker rooms where there's really little to no surveillance. So since these areas are a bit tricky to manage, Ariel is here to present a solution. He's an engineer from Soder and the company that manufactures FlySense. So he'll be demonstrating how the vape detector works.
Awesome. Thank you so much for the time today. My name is Ariel. I am a support engineer here at Soder Technologies, and along with helping out all of our customers, I also get the honor of presenting our FlySense device as a subject matter expert. I have here in my possession the FlySense device itself. The FlySense device, the installation, it's very easy. We tried to make it as easy as possible for our customers who would be prospective schools. And we looked at devices that they already had available, such as cameras. So the FlySense device is a very similar installation. The FlySense device pretty much just require one screw on each side of the device. These devices will be installed in your ceiling. The FlySense device requires power and internet in order to properly function and be able to provide real-time alerts. And so the FlySense device contains an Ethernet port that you're able to install a Cat6 cable, which will go over to a power over Ethernet switch. And this will connect to your FlySense device, as well as your power over Ethernet switch, and give it the power and Ethernet it needs. Some of our customers are not able to run a Cat6 cable to the location. So to assist them with that, we've also added the capability to add a power adapter to the FlySense device to power it and connect the device to your Wi-Fi. So the FlySense device is also capable of wireless connectivity. That is the installation of the FlySense device, and that is the power consumption of the FlySense device itself. In terms of the hardware, the FlySense device consists of 3 sensors. The most important one and most popular one is the air quality sensor. This sensor has a 5-foot radius, which typically tends to be 3 bathroom stalls. The FlySense device is going to be looking for a vaping signature that we have created back in 2017, and we have been improving ever since. Today, it looks for cigarettes, tobacco, nicotine, the vaping of THC, among other products that are being smoked in areas that there's no cameras. Once the device makes a detection, it's able to provide a real-time alert to those who are subscribed to the FlySense device. That sensor is located right here. The other most popular sensor on the FlySense device has been our sound elevated noise sensor. That's this one adjacent to it. This sensor here is going to be looking for sound anomalies in the room, and based on a threshold set by the organization, we provide alerts. To put things into perspective, bathroom levels in a restroom or locker room tend to be between 10 and 20 dBs. So what we do is we're able to, by default, have it at 90, where once it reaches that level over a certain period of time, between 15 to 20 seconds, the FlySense device is able to provide a sound anomaly alert. This is helpful to schools because this is able to detect bullying incidents, fights, and vandalism in an area where you cannot have a microphone or a camera without invading privacy. The FlySense device does not record conversations. The FlySense device is not able to determine a conversation from a sound anomaly. It's looking for sound levels to reach a certain threshold and provide an alert on that, so privacy is not violated. The FlySense device is not a microphone in that aspect. In addition to that, these 2 sensors became very popular among schools since we started, and the FlySense device began getting a target on its back. So the FlySense device began getting tampered with as schools began catching the students and implementing their vaping policies, the flight-sense device began to be ripped off the ceiling, tampered with objects, things thrown at it. So what we did to counter that is we also added a proximity sensor located in this side of the device. This proximity sensor is able to detect an object or a person getting near your unit. And again, this can also be adjusted to the distance. With the highest sensitivity, it could go as far as 9 inches from your unit. At a medium sensitivity, 5 to 6 inches from your unit. And at a low sensitivity, 3 inches from your unit, providing you assurance that your device is being tampered with. Some organizations, they wanted to receive this tampering alert and catch the students in the act. Other organizations, they shared with us, they also wanted a way to scare off the student while they're responding to this alert. So what we did is we added a buzzer. So there's a buzzer on the flight-sense device that you can also adjust the volume, that the buzzer will go off if an object or a person comes near your unit within the threshold that you set for this the proximity sensor. So this buzzer will also go off, the volume can be adjusted, and it has become a very useful tool for organizations to take care of their flight-sense device as it's looking for vape and as it's looking for sound anomalies. Those are all the sensors of the flight-sense device and the different components from a hardware standpoint. The flight-sense device does not have any buttons. It does not have any screen on it. We purposely designed it this way so that this device cannot be tampered with out on the field. This flight-sense device is managed through a cloud-based portal that allows our customers to essentially log in from any device. It could be a mobile device, such as your phone. It could be a tablet, an iPad, or it could be a desktop, such as a laptop or a computer. We made it very easy for all of our customers to reach this as well. This portal is simply a URL that our customers log into and are able to set their devices accordingly. They're able to set their subscriptions, as well as look at the historical data of their account in order to manage the devices. I will be sharing my screen now to go over the flight-sense portal with you, all aspects of the flight-sense portal and its capabilities, so that you're all familiar with that as well.
Mirko, as Ariel starts to share his screen, this is really fantastic information. This is the first time I think I'm ever really digging into the back end of FlySense and seeing the device kind of in action. I really think it's fantastic on all of the safety precautions they have, obviously, because listen, I have a middle school student and they can be kind of tricky sometimes. On top of that, it's great to see how technology can really support child health and wellness and safety. I think that's what this is about, right? We're so happy. Oh, I just noticed my video's off. We're so happy that you guys are, I guess, being so corporately responsible and trying to work with us in schools to solve really an issue that we have. So Ariel, I'm going to turn things back to you.
Awesome. Are you all able to see my screen sharing the dashboard?
Yes.
Perfect. So here, the very first thing that our customers get to see is our FlySense dashboard. So this is essentially a summary of your account. You're able to see the incidents you experienced today. You're able to see how many devices you have active in your account. We're also able to allow you to quickly see how many subscribers you have to those FlySense devices getting alerts. And we're able to provide you reports and analytics based on your school's data. Here we provide you a preview. You're able to quickly select the time frame that you would like to see, and your alerts will populate accordingly. The spikes in data is also able to be interactive, which they show you which FlySense device it's coming from. The very first tab our customers interact with is the devices tab on the left-hand side of the screen. They're able to quickly add a new device by clicking on the Add New Device button. You're able to give us the device's name, which we always recommend that to be the location of your FlySense device. That way, whoever's receiving that alert, they know exactly where to go. You're going to be providing us a MAC address that is essentially an identifier to our database that allows us to add your device accordingly. You'll quickly notice that we have an alert timeout on the FlySense device. This is because when our FlySense device makes a detection, we stop that particular sensor for about 10 minutes. This is to ensure that we're not bombarding you with alerts for something you're responding to already, and we shut off that sensor for something that it already made a detection for. We came to find that 10 minutes at a minimum allows the air to clear, allows the subscriber to respond accordingly, enforce the vaping policies before we begin looking for vape or sound anomalies again. Sound threshold, like as I mentioned before, is set to 90 by default, but this can also be adjusted accordingly to the environment. Once the device is added to the portal, it'll populate in this table, providing you all aspects of your FlySense device, which can also be easily adjustable by clicking on the Edit Device button. Everything from the name can be adjusted. And as far as the vaping sensitivity, the alert timeout, the threshold, and also the proximity sensor and buzzer can be adjusted accordingly as well. Once all of the devices are added and adjusted to the environment appropriately, we recommend our customers to go to the next tab, which is the subscribers. Subscribers will be the list of employees that are set up to receive notifications. We made it very easy to add a new subscriber by clicking on the button. You're going to be providing us the first name, last name, and the email address that's going to be receiving this particular alert. Also, phone number is optional to receive SMS alerts. The cool thing is that you can select the devices that this particular individual will be receiving alerts from. Most of the devices will all be selected by default, but customers can adjust it accordingly. Typically, this is done by gender or location. For instance, you can have a particular individual receive alerts from only the devices in the second floor, given that that's the location that that particular person is located in, without interrupting the subscription of any other person. You can also adjust the time that you receive alerts. Your FlySense device will be up in your ceilings and active 24/7 with zero downtime, but you may not necessarily want alerts during after school hours. So what we've done is we allow our customers to adjust the time frame that they wish to receive alerts for. Once you have all of your subscribers added, you want to make sure you also adjust your administrators of the account. Subscribers do not have access to the portal. They only receive alerts, but users on the left-hand side, which is the next tab, do. So you're easily able to add a new user to the account by giving us the first name, the last name, and the email address. That will be also a user of the account. Users do not necessarily receive alerts. They simply have access. You can be a subscriber who receives alerts and also a user who has access to the portal, or one or the other. For instance, principals and assistant principals tend to be subscribers and users. Teachers and hall monitors only tend to be subscribers who receive alerts but not necessarily manage the portal. And then your administrative staff, like the IT departments and facility managers, they become users of the account to manage your portal, but they don't necessarily receive alerts. So you can be both a user or subscriber, or one or the other. That is the dynamic we have with our portal. Then we have the alert history, which we show you everything, all of the data from your devices in a table. We'll give you the timestamp, the location of where it came from, and the alert type. We even provide a digital notebook, which essentially allows you to classify the alert and provide us a description of it. And you can use the search bar to come back here and reference the data that you have inserted here. We also provide you graphs of your data. So you're able to adjust the time frame that you're looking at, and you're able to break down based on that time frame you select what days of the week you received alerts and from which devices, and you're even able to break it down as far as the hours as well. So now if you know what days of the week and hours the alerts are coming from, you're able to be more proactive instead of reactive, like you would be at first. So now you know exactly where they're coming from, and you're able to disrupt those patterns so that the next time frame selected will have the disruption that you just made. We also allow our customers to quickly to adjust their account to their time zone. That way we account for every part of the world to make sure we can provide you alerts on time. That's this feature located in the organization information, which you will fill out when you register with our portal. And we also have a support center that not only provide you release notes of software upgrades that we've done and provide you user guide documentation, which contains everything that we have available to our customers regarding the FlySense device. We also have a support line available to you 24/7, which you're able to call and provide us all the information that we need for a support engineer to get back to you. And or you can email support@Solder Technologies with a brief description of what you're encountering, and a support engineer such as myself is able to get back to you accordingly. As you can see, we made it very easy for customers to interact with our portal. Functionality and user interface, we made it very simple and easy to use. And this is essentially how our customers interact with our FlySense device that I briefly went over before.
And I think that's fantastic. And besides the vaping, I think it's fantastic. It's got the sound detection as really an anti-bullying. As we know, our students unfortunately deal with that each and every day in our school buildings. And we at New York State PTA continue to worry about the mental health and safety and well-being of our students. I was always digging in the website, and we're talking about years of research and patent pendings and 30,000 units in 21 countries. And this is fantastic, Mirko. We're so excited to work together on this project.
Oh, we are honored that we are really happy, and thank you for the work that you are doing, that New York State PTA does for the schools and for the safety of the students.
Yeah, and vaping, we've been working a long time on, tobacco 21, and, we worked with the governor's office and legislature to see that, we moved our smoking and nicotine laws to, so students or young people couldn't buy till 21. And then we worked on, banning flavored tobaccos here in New York. And now we're working on a new set of laws and regulations on marijuana and vaping. And it seems like we need all of the help we can get to try to prevent our students from vaping at such early ages from, vaping causes popcorn lung and cancer and all of these horrible lung ailments. And I love my son and I love all his friends, and they're young and they don't understand the harms if they start vaping and they start smoking now. They don't realize that vaping nicotine is more harmful than just smoking, which is harmful in and of itself. And so we're trying as parents and families and educators to figure out how to protect our children. So it's nice to see, again, these products on the market that can help us protect them.
Yep. And we truly appreciate the platform that allows us to share this message and share this product with the world. So thank you so much today.
Yeah, it's really fantastic. And I'd like, the creating safe spaces, stop bullying message too that FlySense, has, that we appreciate at PTA. So we always appreciate that as well. That really Solder Technology puts behind, and is, you guys at ICAS work with us too as well. So we always appreciate that too. We love if you go on the website, our PTA people at home, you'll see a whole creating safe spaces, stories and articles. And I love the stop bullying hands, one of my favorite images from the website. So I appreciate that too, as a PTA mom and a mom myself.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Mirko, Christina, what are we missing besides how to get a hold of you guys?
I think if somebody's
interested. So we're going to send this out to principals and educators and PTA leaders. Who are they going to email when they need more information? Because they're going to have to email somebody.
Christina, yeah.
Oh, yeah. If you have any questions or want to learn more about anything, you could either visit our website, which is icascorp.com. That's ICASCORP.com. or you can send us an email to askus@icastcorp.com.
Oh, that's really easy. So ask us at icastcorp.com. And we'll have Caitlin actually put that in too. And when we send this email out to everybody, we're going to put that right in the email. So ask us at icascorp.com. Oh, that's really easy. We're so excited to work together. And I know we've been working together a while now, on this. And I know you recognize Mirko and Christina from our other partnership on Rolly, which is our social emotional learning platform. And, we're so excited to continue our little fantastic computer guy who helps especially our younger students talk about their feelings. So it's nice to have different ways that we connect together. So, so thanks for being here, Ariel. It's nice to meet you, I think, for the first time.
Pleasure. Thank you so much for the platform.
I feel like you're the brains behind the big technology. So it's always nice to have that here.
We appreciate that. Thank you.
And we'll talk soon, PTA. You're gonna see this video, obviously, and then check out and please email Christina and Mirko and check this out. And as always, you can reach us at execdirector@nyspta.org. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.